Okay, early bird catches the worm. I don't know how many of us want a worm, but okay, we're up early. Let's see what we have for a topic today. What is the universe going to give me today to talk about? Let's see. Voyage. You already have all the answers. Oh, thank goodness. So, yeah, the answers, and we do have the answers, but the thing is, to get to the answers, one has to come to the still mind through observation, through meditation, observation, okay? Again, you know, all of these things have to do with the path going forward to discover the divine is. That takes going and imploding ego, going beyond it into that stillness. Now, what happens again when one deconstructs, it's immediate. All this stuff is known, immediate. The most important things to know in the universe are known. That God is this divine spirit, okay? It is in part and parcel of everything, okay? That it's got the universes under control. If people just get out of the way and quit throwing a monkey wrench in through ego, wanting to control, wanting to define, wanting to, again, keep their limited ideation of the self safe, okay? Being run on fear, all of those things are gone immediately. It's like people that have had the near-death experience. They come back and for the most part, there are a few that traverse a hell realm. Okay, they get a little view of a hell realm, but most of them go on the other side and just feel this divine love. And they see that life is eternal, okay? They want to really, most part, stay on the other side, but they know they've got unfinished things here, so they choose to come back, okay, to finish up. But they look forward to leaving the body at that point. The fear is gone, okay? The answers are there. The answers are there. That it is a loving universe, okay? It's a loving universe. So yeah, the answers are here in the voyage, but we have to be open to receiving them. We have to be open to find them. We have to be willing to look at things rather than dismissing it or deflecting it or whatever it is that one does to try to protect their fragile ego identification. One has to be willing to be open to receiving, okay? So yes, the answers are here. The answers are here. And it's not like you're just going to get back, you're going to ask a question. Although I take that back. There is a part in the path where you can ask whatever you want and the information will come. The information will be there as a full concept. It's all of a sudden, it's just like downloaded and it's just known. Okay, something is just known. It's like on the path when healing, how to do healing work was just immediately known. Okay, wasn't something I was searching, I was looking for, but it just came in. Okay, just comes in. So sometimes it's like that. Things just immediately come in and it's a known. Okay. But all of the answers are there. You already have the answers. You have the map. The map is there. But one has got to trust the universe. Okay. rather than being fearful of it, fighting it, kicking back, okay? There's no reason for any of that because the answers are here, but it's within. One has to go within and has to be willing to look at things in order to progress. You know, one of the things I've talked about before, and I'll bring it up today, was how to release trauma. Trauma that's imposed on one by someone, okay, or numerous someones, okay, in some cases, it can be numerous things. One develops compassion, okay. Yes, this person has done X, Y, and Z, but one sees they are in a hell realm, okay. Now, I talked about this before. I used to, long time, like I said, I had severe PTSD, was just suffering, depression, just horrible suffering, okay. And I would get piercings. Yes, I even had here pierced, three places here I had pierced, okay. I've had piercings, okay. And what I finally came to the realization why I was doing it, you know, some people cut, they do cutting to feel something or to, you know, but the reason that it was being done here that I finally figured out, you know, you have a light bulb moment that goes off and it's like, well, that's stupid, okay. It was easier to deal with physical pain than the mental pain that was going on. And when I got that correlation, I said, well, that's stupid. Because the minute it started healing up, the mental pain would come back again and you'd be in another cycle, okay? Till you got to a point you couldn't stand it, and then you do the piercing, you know, and you'd have a piercing done. And you know, as long as that physical pain was there, it would distance you from the emotional pain that you're going through. So it took a light bulb moment of, well, that's pretty stupid. That's not helping anything, is it? You know? But you've got to come to that realization. You have to come to it within yourself. You have to be able to see it for yourself before you can move beyond it. So once I was able to see that, I saw that in looking at these things, people that perpetrated these things on you, they were, you know, in this mental spin. These were things that they needed to handle in their own life, okay? And I had a chance to get out of it, okay? At this point, if it's not being done, you know, to you, you are victimizing yourself, okay? Yes, this event happened. No denying it. This event happened. But if I keep running it in my mind way past the event, then I'm victimizing myself. Why do I want to victimize myself? Wasn't it enough to go through it the first time? Okay? Why do I keep having that on the table? Why do I keep running that? Okay? Why do I keep replaying that? So I have a chance to get out of it, but was able to see the ones that are victimizing, okay, that they are caught in a hell realm. They are compelled to do what they are doing. They are in a hell realm, okay? So you develop compassion for that. You develop. It doesn't mean what they've done that you ignore it, that you dismiss it, okay? But you have compassion and you see that they are in an illness. They are ill, okay? They are in their illusion, okay, and acting out. No matter what it is, whether it's verbal abuse, whether it's sexual abuse, no matter what type of abuse it is, okay, one can see that there are things in their own life that they are projecting onto you, okay? So once you can see that, and you can develop that compassion, and you can see that it really had nothing to do with you, that this is their own illness that they are projecting outward, okay? Then you can be free of it, okay? Then you can be free of those chains, okay? And it really does work, okay? Then you can get beyond rerunning and victimizing yourself over something that was put on you before. It's like, the Bible says that verse about the sins of the father are projected onto the sons. Well, it's projected onto the daughters too, okay? But the sins of the father, whatever sins they are, anger, jealousy, hate, some misbegotten, whether it's racist, it doesn't matter what it is, something that is in their own life that they haven't handled, okay? They are projecting their illness out to others, okay? Trying to make them the victim of their drama rather than looking at themselves and finding what is going on, okay? They want to deflect it. They want to project it onto someone else and make them the bad one, okay? Maybe you've been the black sheep in your family, okay? For no reason, absolutely no reason whatsoever, but, whatever happens, it's your fault. Whatever happens, you're the dumb one, or you're the ugly one, or you're whatever it is that they're projecting onto you, okay? You don't have to take that on. You can look, and if you stop and look at it, you'll see that it's projected from something that's lacking in their own life that they have not handled, okay? That they want to make somebody else the problem. It's like if you are in an abusive relationship, okay, and they want to make it your fault that they're beating on you, okay? And it's not something you've done wrong, but they're going to do everything they can to tear you down, to make themselves right for their anger and their explosive actions, okay? When it's really their problem, but they're going to deny it. It's not their problem. It's you're the one that made me do this. You're the one that made me do this. If you would have only done what you're supposed to, you wouldn't have been hit. You wouldn't have been, this logic, okay, so-called logic, okay, that they want to insulate themselves with, okay. So again, if you are in any type of an abusive type of relationship, get out. And understand if you are in a verbally abusive situation or you come out of one, okay? Stop and really look at things. Was it really something you had done? Was it something you really need to take on? Or was it coming out of somebody else's projections? Because they haven't dealt with things in their own life, okay? So yeah, all the answers are here. They're here. But we have to be willing to open the doors and walk through them and look, observe, question, okay? And cut the knots. Cut, okay? Cut the knots, okay? So on that note, I'm going to leave this here. I hope somebody's gotten something of value out of today's topic. The answers are within. And when you get to that point where the ego dismantles, okay, and one goes beyond this form, goes beyond the mind into that still place, that ever still place, and finds that divine is and finds out you could have never been separated. yet you travel all over the planet to find it. And it's like the cosmic joke. It's always been there. You couldn't have gotten away from it if you tried, because if you had actually been separated from it, there would be no life. It is the divine life force, okay? So when you come to that discovery, it's like, I could have had a V8. Okay, it's here all the time, and I'm running across the planet looking for it. Oh, my goodness. So yeah, all the answers are there. You are a divine temple, okay? Wherever you are at is holy ground. If you open your mind to that, if you see that, everything that you see is part of the divine is, okay? It may be covered over in muck, okay? It may be covered over, but there is a spark of the divine is in there, okay? So again, the only difference between the realized being and the one that's not, our eyes have been opened. That's all. It's the only difference. It's not that we've got more of the divine is than you have. That's not the case. Everyone has the same amount of the divine is. There is no place that it is not equally, okay? So again, the only difference is one's eyes are open, the other one is still in the illusion, seeing this, caught in the play, okay? Caught in the illusions. Illusions. If something is not freeing, okay, then it's an illusion, okay? It's time to let go of it. Time to let go of it. And be able to move forward to find the divine is, okay? So it is available to everyone. But we have to be willing to stop fighting against everyone. We have to be willing to look inside, okay? We have to be willing to do the work to enter stillness, enter quietude, okay? And question at a very, very, very deep level, what is this I? Okay? What is this I? What is it comprised of? Okay? What is this I? Whatever is changeable is not the divine is. The divine is unchanging, eternally pure, eternally. Okay? So whatever is changeable, netty, not this, not this, not this. Okay? And one peels away these things like the layers of an onion or an artichoke or whatever you want to use. You peel away the layers, not this, this. Okay? Emotions are transitory. Mind is transitory. Thoughts are transitory. The body's transitory, cannot be the divine is. Okay? Transitory, part of the Maya. Part of the Maya. Okay. But it's also that, what's the word? It's also that conundrum. While it cannot be the divine is as long as one is in that mind, okay, mind of Maya, divisitory illusion, when everything deconstructs, then you see that everything is part and parcel of Brahman, or the divine is, or Shiva, or Krishna, or whatever you want to put the name on it, okay? Doesn't matter. It's all that same singular divine is, okay? And then you understand the play of God. You understand what it is. You enter the play of God. Okay. So I was going to leave this a while ago, but apparently the universe had more to say, so it's, still coming through. But yeah, it's an interesting voyage. Be willing to get in the boat and go downstream. Okay? When, again, when realization takes place, then you're kind of like on automotive. It's like you don't have any more of that ego pushing for things. Okay? You don't have that any longer. Don't have that in play. Okay? It's a totally different cognition. Your reality has changed. Everything has changed in one instant, yet nothing has changed in the world of Maya, but your whole consciousness. Everything changes radically in an instant beyond time. Okay? The way you view things, the way it all changes, okay? And, you know, sometimes people will ask me, well, aren't you excited about this or excited about that? No, you don't have anticipation. You don't have those types of things any longer, okay? You don't have those things because that's not here in this moment. You really go into the moment. You don't ruminate on past things. It's not there, you know. In fact, it's very hard to go back and look at things. Like here, I don't have a lot of remembrance of stuff. There are only snippets and flashes of pictures seen, but no actual memory of the events, okay? So trying to piece things together later is difficult because you're fully in the moment. You don't project into the future. Now, like yesterday, yes, you could get very frustrated because this is in the moment. I need to be online. I'm not online. You know, this nonsense is happening, you know. So there can be that going on at that time because that's present, that's at this moment, okay? But even in the midst of that, there is still a still center. Don't ask me how to explain it, but it simply is. It simply is. You can watch ones like Nisargadatta, and you could see where he's giving satsang. Somebody comes and he's raging, he's screaming mimis, but he's got the still center. But if you just met him on the street and he's very caustic, very, very, just, you'd be thinking, oh my God. But really, he does have the truth. He does have that still center, okay? That's why, you know, Ashtavakra and, you know, Sankacharya, they was saying that that you can't tell them by, you know, you can't tell a book by the cover, okay? You have to see what's inside, okay? You have to spend a little time and you'll find out what's there and what's not there, okay? So, again, I'm going to try to close this out this time. Thanks for tuning in, Love and Light. I thought this was going to be a very short one today. Apparently not. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you online.